Alright, I am here. I am live playing some PK Out of the Shadows on the GameCube. Finally got my GameCube out of storage. Hooked up to make sure it works and everything's working fine. It has been a crazy couple of days here. And I'm sure I sound like ass because I don't have a battery for my microphone, so I'm just using the onboard that's on the laptop. So, I don't know how this is going to sound. We were playing some PK Out of the Shadows for the GameCube. I need this break, let me tell you. I've been wanting to play this game again for a while. Last time I played this was probably like 2011 or something like that. File creation name. Oh, I'm going backwards. So yeah, it has been a crazy ride the past couple of weeks, but it just got worse in the past week. I've been going nonstop trying to fix some stuff around my apartment. I have a situation that I usually like to fix things myself, but something came up that was, I need to get the landlord over here. However, it's not that simple. There's other stuff I got to do first before I can bring the landlord over. So, yeah, I've been operating at about 2 hours, up to 2 to 3 hours worth of sleep every day. Then I get going, and then I'm wired. Doing like maybe 2 hours in the morning after work and everything else before I go to bed. So, but I needed a break from something, and I was like, I'm going to play this game now. So I got my GameCube out. I'm going to have to stream this. I want to stream this one. This game does not get a lot of love. Basic premises, excuse me, it's Donald Duck as a Batman type superhero. Now, when I first heard about this, I was like, who's PK? Because, we all know stuff like Molly Mallard and all that. Well, PK actually comes from the Italian Disney comics. PK stood for some long Italian thing I can't even remember. Like, I had to look into this after I got this game. Like, I was so fascinated. But apparently, the author of the comics didn't like how Donald was kind of always treated as the butt of the joke. So he came up with this alter ego PK, which originally started out as like this prankster type of a character. So he put this disguise on to go prank the other characters, get back at him for always being the butt of the joke. Eventually, it became this whole superhero persona. They did translate a few of them into English. I read a few years ago, and they were pretty good. It really was against something like Batman, but with Donald Duck and Batman. Which I think is great that they give him a different voice in this game when he becomes PK, because if he had the Donald Duck voice, everybody would know who he is. But yeah, I remember liking this game, but when I read up about it, a lot of people don't. It's a pretty standard third-person shooter. It's kind of mindless, just run around, hit the button, and shoot everything. But let me tell you right now, that is what it is. So, I look disheveled and unkempt right now. I know this, but whew, it's been intense. And then Friday, I am going on my first ever vacation since like 2014, like Christmas 2014 when I went to Arizona. I'm going to visit my dad in my hometown in Iowa. I'm hoping to take my camera because it's a little town, not a whole lot to do, but get some footage into place. If I can swing it, I want to go up to the farmhouse where all the creepy shit happened with the Ouija board and get some footage of that place as well. I'll show you the house I grew up in, which I've been there once in the past 20 years. That was three years ago for my dad's wedding. And that house, it was like, not to brag, but we had one of the nicest looking houses in the town. And 3 years ago, it was one of the nastiest. I'm wondering if it just got worse. From what I've heard of the owners, I don't think it's gotten any better. But I've never met the people, so trying not to judge, right? When you look up my hometown, and all you can find is some footage of a dude who was killed fighting overseas in the military. He was Army. I feel like we need something more to represent the town, so I'm hoping to get some footage of it. But I work nights. My plan is to go to work, come home, shower, grab Thor, and go. About a 6-hour drive. So I'm hoping to get into town and do my filming or whatever, but there's also that chance I'm going to be tired and I might want to take a nap right away. I'm pretty used to Fridays not going to sleep till like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Because otherwise I don't get a weekend, right? You get off work Friday, you go back Sunday night. You don't take advantage of Friday, and then you're up all night Friday and you sleep all day Saturday, you basically don't get a weekend. So Friday's usually I try to get all my stuff done around the house, and Saturday I try to relax. Fairly used to that for the past couple of weeks. I've kind of been doing some napping. Oh man, I had the TV turned down so it doesn't echo into this, and I don't even know what's going on. There's no subtitles. And I'm talking over it. Okay, so yeah, this is just an impromptu. Like the GameCube's working, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can remember how to play. Okay. Teach me how to straight here? I don't know what it wants me to do. I think I'm doing it though. Look over there, PK. There's an active star, and they form the energy you need to use the teleport station. Make certain that you collect as many as you can. You can be sure it will work every time. So if anybody's wondering why I'm not playing Luigi's Mansion, I tend to not have, especially for some of these Nintendo systems like this, I don't end up with a lot of the mainstream Nintendo games. They tend to be expensive. And it's just one of those things. I end up never getting them because they cost money. Instead of buying like all these third-party games that are cheaper, I remember this being so much money. This did come out on the PS2. I had it on the PS2, and then I picked it up on the GameCube because, oddly enough, the PS2 copy I had didn't have a case. It had one of those generic GameStop cases. And I can't have it. So I saw the GameCube copy. Right, these now. Saw a GameCube copy. The GameCube version did have like the manual and all that. That's fantastic. Now let's practice targeting. After you create 2 virtual targets, you need to practice on. Once the enemy is in your sight, press and hold the targeting button. To engage, do the X Transformers target lock. Yeah, that's not. Basically, you hold down R and then you just use the button. They really wanted to make it sound like the scientist was talking to you. He's all technical, and it could have been simplified.
Good work so far, PK. My sensors indicate an enormous amount of toxic energy.
I hope you're getting all this, because I can't hear him. I don't know what he's saying. Saying, I'm floating distant body dead.
My research has discovered that the Evronians are an alien empire that
I got Thor with me
planets all over the galaxy.
representing with my Iowa hat right now.
We will stop these savage villains.
Found this. I've been doing a lot of cleaning. Found this. I was like, I've been looking for that. So, still there. Doesn't really match what I'm going. I flip it the other way, so it's black with the gold, so the gold with the black. But that's not how it rolls.
It means energized duck.
Gotta represent.
Together, and you have PK.
I found a t-shirt once. This company makes a t-shirt that's got like the Straight Outta Compton logo. And I actually found one with my hometown that said Straight Outta Shell Rock. And I'm like, that's awesome. I'll be like the only person wearing that. I'm probably the most famous person from there. No. It's, twins. So there used to be this show called Erie, Indiana. And it was kind of like an anthology type spook show. It's kid was this town called Erie, Indiana, and there's all this creepy stuff going on. Just trying to figure out why everything's so strange. I think it'll last like a season, and then it got shown in like syndication on Fox. They created like a spin-off of Erie, Indiana, the next dimension or something. And but anyway, the original show, there was one of the episodes was this lady who like kept her son in like giant beds made out of like Tupperware so that they would stay young forever. And they were the two twins. And the twins were played by these two guys, Nick and Nate. I cannot remember their last name. Anyway, they were Nick and Nate. They were from Shell Rock, Iowa. My sister, I didn't know them, but my sister, I think they were in the same grade. But yeah, they had answered this casting call to go the show for meeting a set of twins. Yeah, that was like the biggest news in that town. Like I remember them announcing it in church and everything. And I wanted to watch it. And I was really young. I missed that episode, but my mother had recorded the next week's episode, which is this really stupid episode where like this kid had like that weird like those old braces that would cover like the whole head. And it was making it so you could hear like the thoughts of dogs. The dogs were planning to take over the city. And it terrified, like it was the dumbest thing. Supposed to you go back and watch like as an adult. It's just so stupid. I don't understand. But as a kid, it just that terrifying. Like, I didn't want to watch any more episodes after. But then I watched others, and I liked the other ones. Just like that one episode just bothered me for whatever reason. Ah, I see. Thought I saw, maybe not. I remember the camera being better in this game. Double jump. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, hold the button down. Fly. Alright. You gotta hit it a second time. So, jump right. He didn't make it. He didn't make it at all. I love the idea of Donald Duck as a superhero, but he's not doing too hot here right now. But I think that's more my fault. Yeah, I want to do more Daffy Duck and Skyrim, especially with yesterday being the 8th anniversary of Skyrim. The last couple times I've tried to stream it. My streams are 5 minutes. Like the game keeps playing just fine. The streams are 2 to 3 minutes. I do not go at that. I figured there wasn't a whole lot of reason you'd even trying because it's just point stuff.
Scientists and are holding them hostage. You're going to have to find
So I got to.
these Evronian savages.
Yeah, I get it. Same. Up here. I don't know what I'm looking around for. I'm not exactly trying to like 100% this game. By playing a Donald Duck. I believe I also have going tracker. Could be that. I don't know if I was playing Daffy Duck in Hollywood on the Master System the other day, which is a really good game. It's got really awesome animation for it. Batman Return of the Joker level that definitely not. But oh, I missed the game's pretty difficult. At least it might be one of those things where it's not as difficult as I make it out to be, but because it's Daffy Duck, you expect it to be a lot easier. But that's what me and my nephew used to like to play, and I remember the day he told me to beat Dark Souls, and I had made a comment like, yeah man, I beat a level in Daffy Duck in Hollywood. He was like, oh shit, you're the man. So, and that's the sort of thing you're dealing with that one. But it's pretty expensive. It was, for a while, the most expensive Master System game. It was actually the one that started me. I originally had to be boxed and complete. That was what I been looking for a while and couldn't find it. And when I finally found a copy, the copy I found was obviously boxed, but no manual, and I said, screw it, this might be my chance to get it. And that's when it hit me, too. I needed to take that into consideration. Master System's gone up and up in price. I do what I can. My attitude is I gotta have a box. I don't want to touch the cards. They're so easy to find boxed. But if it's not much of a difference in price, I try and get them the manual. But no, sometimes it's a difference like that. Yeah, X-Men Mojo World, card only is pretty reasonable, like $30. But if you want the box, it goes over 100, and you get the manual as well. It's amazing that you're almost looking at $150, $160 for a manual that is, in Portuguese. Needless to say, I opted to get card only. And then I know there's people like, it doesn't count if it's not complete. Like, screw you, man. You get the game. I like to have everything stored nicely. And then those cards don't look like they don't have M labels. They just don't look right. So, they got. And then I found something. I bought Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. That's another one that was pretty expensive. The guy had one with the manual and one without it. There's only like $15 difference in the price. I figured it was a rare game like that for $15. I might as well go and get the one with the manual. And then it turns out the box is so nice that it looks like weird. That's a pretty cool game too. It is nothing like the 16-bit version, where that it was like a fighting game. It's an okay fighting game, but it's pretty okay. The 8-bit version is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up. Definitely one I've wanted to do a video on for a while, but given everything that's been going on, and not me saying game reviews are probably going to become a thing of the past. Likely not going to happen. These lights remind me of Sly Cooper. Trying to shoot these guys and these guys with these things. Sly Cooper was a fun series. Oh man, I remember getting that the remastered of the PS3. That was a cool. I never played these. Always wanted to pick that up, and then they just left it. Well, I just thought so. Pretty cheap. I couldn't tell you why I never got around. Oh no. This is where, the camera's kind of stiff, but it's like, you look like fine. So when you're doing stuff like this, you're trying to avoid these lights, and you want to swing the camera around. You can't. That's a tad bit on you. Or look down to make sure they're forward. Really hoping to be napping by this point of the day. So I need to reset the clock on the VCR. It's 2019 and my VCR is still like the last clock to get changed. A VCR DVD recorder combo. But yes, I just looked at them like 640, but no, it's like 535. Yeah. Alright. So Dragon, the Bruce Lee story is kind of, it's a fun game, but it has one problem and one kind of quirk. And the problem is, the game has no soundtrack. And it's funny because you start it up, the title screen has a really cool little tune on it. And that movie had such a great soundtrack. One of the best things about that movie is the soundtrack. And then the game is just silent. You can play with two people, but both people are playing as Bruce Lee at the same time, which is a little weird, but I don't mind the games do that. Like the original Halo, you got two Master Chiefs, or the Judge Dredd versus Death, which I do have on the GameCube. Love to play that someday. That's where it plays two people. Both people are playing as Judge Dredd at the same time. It's a video game. It doesn't matter. I hear some company like, "Well, we can't do stuff like that. It doesn't make sense from a storytelling standpoint." It doesn't have to, man. We all want to play games with our friends. That Judge Dredd versus Death, I remember playing that with my ex-wife, who was not a Judge Dredd fan. So I had to like explain, because it does not explain who the Dark Judges are or anything. It like takes place after most of the Dark Judges storyline. So when the judges get released like partway through the game, like, if you're not familiar with who those characters are, it's like, what's going on? But that is a really cool game. Yeah, I remember playing that with my ex-wife. We had a blast. It was funny because we were both Judge Dredd at the same time on the same screen. It didn't hurt anything. So yeah, so that's the Bruce Lee is that way. So me and my nephew would play that and we would joke like, first of all, if they were gonna do it that way, what could they make like the same characters, make it like Linda Lee? Like, would that have made too much sense? There's actually one stage where it says like Bruce and Linda went for a walk after lunch, and then they get attacked, and it's like, yeah, this would be the perfect place to have her as a playable character as well. And then we were kind of making jokes like, well, the second player is darker, like a darker skin palette, so it's like he's got kind of poofy looking hair. Maybe it's Jim Kelly from Under the Dragon. I have to talk about Jim Kelly a lot. Or maybe it's Wong Jackman because he's mad about how he was portrayed in the movie. So he's helping Bruce Lee out now to get revenge on the movie. We would come up with all these crazy backstories for who the second player could be. It was just a second movie. So the quirk in the game is that you'll start playing the game, like start hitting the 1 or 2 buttons, and they don't do anything. They just kind of make them do like this, and you're like, what's going on? And you realize you hold the button down, and it goes into like this fighting stance, and you hit the button on the D-pad. And depending on where you hit it, the D-pad depends on the attack you got. I was like, I can kind of understand what they're going for with this stuff. Because I'm thinking, you have the Bruce Lee as your character in the game, you've got a guy who can really move his body, and you don't want to show off all these different moves you could do. What, you put this on the Master System and the Game Gear, which you have 2 buttons. As far as that's concerned, I think it came up with a really innovative way of doing it. And it works well. Like, once you know how to do it, it works great. It's so weird. Unusual. Oh, yes, Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, the Game Gear and Master System version, totally worth playing. But yeah, you gotta figure out that fight. And again, it's a lot of fun if you get a second player. Yeah, 2 Bruce Lees. And no, none of them is Bruce Lee's cousin or brother or whatever it was named Shin. I guess he could be though, since me and my nephew would like to make up our own backstories for him. Sure, why not? Even before he fought all the ugly fucking ways. If you haven't seen Ultra Healthy Video Games videos on Hong Kong 97, he's got like the only known physical copy. Watch him, he's like done such an in-depth history of the game. Probably more so than the game deserves. Those are great. And all of his videos. I'm a little biased here, reminds me of himself. He reminds me of myself. And I showed some pictures on Facebook of like his game setup. And he had like the pink Japanese PS2, which is the model I had, and I was just thinking of that. I knew it. My long lost brother. I gotta stop getting hit by things. I kind of don't want to die. I mean, you go that route with most video games, but you don't want it to happen at this point. I feel like that might set me back more than I want. Okay. So, oh, here we go. Ah! Ew! Curse it. There we go. I think that our boy Donald just became the one.
PK,
He was
here
thinking
you
of
use
future
your
to it there.
fist to break through the cracked floor.
But again, I can't hear the TV, so I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna like watch the stream later, like if I play it in the background while I'm at work or something. Right? And find out I'm completely wrong about everything. Forget Neo, Donald Duck is the one, as PK. I forget what PK stood for. They told it at the beginning. I always joke that was Power Quack, but for copyright reasons, you had to spell quack, K-W-A-C. Power Quack. It's good enough for me. Power Quack away! Oh, yeah. Needs to team up with Darkwing. So I've got Darkwing Duck on me. It's one of my few box games. Most of my box games actually came from my former father-in-law. He had a bunch of them to give me. And they all were like, he had kept the boxes and everything. So a lot of them were games that I had, and I went ahead and got rid of my copy and kept the box one. He was with me. But Darkwing Duck is one I found in the store. And the thing is like mint. Like I've only played the game like 3 times because I'm afraid to like pull it out of the box because I'm not good with the condition. Now, I'm not on the type person, if it had been sealed, yeah, I wouldn't have had any problem breaking the seal and opening up the game and play it. But I still probably only would have played it like 3 times. Ah. So PK's out of the shadows, and the Ninja Turtles came out of the shadows. They had both a movie and a game. But you know what? Donald did it first. That'd be another good team. Turtles, Donald Duck, PK. I love Donald Duck, and you know I love my Daffy Duck too. Just, you know, as a kid, you think, man, Daffy's kind of a jerk, and they kind of make Bugs seem like the cool guy. And as an adult, you realize that they're both jerks, but Bugs kind of comes off as worse because, like, you know, it's comedy, and it's like Bugs just kind of comes off as an asshole, whereas Daffy just kind of comes off as selfish. And I feel like from a comedy standpoint, I can almost sympathize with Daffy. But, you know, I love that scene in what's that movie? Oh, back there. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where Daffy and Donald are playing piano together. And Daffy makes a comment like, you can't even understand what he's saying. I love that. No wonder I have so many Duck games. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh. You gotta get into it. Love this little strafe, this little waddling strafe. Go. Well, what's that swimming around? See, like, I want to look around, but you have no control of the camera, so shouldn't really complain about the game. I mean, yeah, the gameplay gets repetitive, but it's a third-person shooter. A third-person shooter that Disney put out that I love was it was only on the PS2, but it was a Lilo and Stitch one. It was like Stitch Experiment 2.6. And you're like going around trying to find like the other 625 experiments and contain them. And it was kind of neat because, you know, when you get power-ups to your gun, it would be like Stitch's arm. You start out with like 2 guns, and then you get a power-up, and you have 3, and then you have 4, and then you fully power up. you know, which didn't really change too much, but it was kind of like how many other games are you going to play, especially like third-person shooter, where you run around with a four-arm character and a gun and charm. Everybody's all talking about like Kingdom Hearts, and over here playing crap like that. I mean, like in the 8 and 16-bit era, Disney put out a library. They didn't have no studio. They were outsourcing like Virgin and Capcom, of course. But even by like the PS1, PS2 era, you know, there's still those good ones. They did one I really liked. You know, I like racing games. It was on the PS3. I think it might have been on the Xbox 360 as well. But it was this ATV game called Pure. And it was not a simulator, it was arcade style all the way. But it was kind of like the SSX game, but on an ATV instead of a snowboard. And it was just such a fun game to play. Yeah, that was Disney Interactive. I think it sold reasonably well, so I'm kind of surprised it was never a sequel. But it seemed it was one of those games that was like so good it didn't really need a sequel. You just go back to it? Yeah. The PS1 they had some cool ones, like there was a Lion King one and an Aladdin one. Aladdin was called like Naziro's Revenge. And Naziro was this character for the game they made for the game. It was like Jafar's sister, who was, you know, trying to get back at the Aladdin gang not really subtle. That was pretty cool. And then there was a Lion King one. I've got it. I don't remember. I can't for the life of me remember what. But I do have it. Got both of them. That one was pretty good too. It wasn't Simba's Pride because that was not a direct-to-video movie. We got a power up. Master Blast. I don't know why that's the satisfying. I shouldn't have done it over like this toxic waste. Oh no. Well, at least there was a checkpoint. Now show power up. You know what was like the best third-person shooter though? That was the Ratchet. Like the first one, trying to go back and play that first one was so wonky. But the rest of them were so good. The first one on the PS3, I think it was the Kraken Times. Oh, that was great. And then the follow-up though, I just could not get into it. I don't know what it was. It didn't really hit home. And then I never saw the movie. I was like really looking forward to the movie. And it was one of those things like it came out and then it went away. And I never really realized it was in theaters. And I was talking about how bad it did. And then it was like, oh yeah, it totally bombed. And I'm just thinking like, yeah, but did anybody even really know? Like I knew it was coming out, but I didn't know when. I wonder if a lot of people have that sort of same experience. Feel like we're about to hit a boss fight. Playing another level, and then I think I need to try and get a nap before work. I might do it here on the couch. I might go out and sleep on the living room floor. I don't know. I got decisions. should have blasted that before. You only get so many shots. You want to use them on these guys. So I finished watching Star Trek Nine, which I've rewatched so many times. That's like my favorite one. And decided it was time to go back and watch Next Generation. And it's funny because I haven't watched Next Generation since I was a kid. And I just always, when we thinking like those first like 3 seasons of Deep Space Nine and kind of wonky. And, but after, about season 3, it picks itself up and really gets going. Watching Next Generation, you could say the same, but it's really maybe just like the first 5 episodes. But, oh man, like, and they're not bad either, but they have like weird little things that never happen again because they haven't really established the character. And within the first 3 episodes, one episode is based on an episode from the original series. So, it's kind of, they even address like the events of the episode of the original series, so it's like, it does not know how to be its own thing. Well, it's a good episode, though. Encounter at Farpoint is great. There's so many pilot episodes of shows that just kind of garbage. You get an idea what the show's going to be, so you tune it in because that episode was garbage. You don't really get that with Star Trek now, Next Generation. It's actually a really good, solid episode, but yeah, it takes like a few episodes to get going, and it's, like they establish that Data can't eat contractions. The episode before, they even flat out mentioned, like, oh, this is how, like, I think Lori was like, I can say cannot, or I can say can't, and you can only say cannot. But at the end of the episode, Data says I'm instead of I am. And it's like, wow, you even addressed that. Like, it wouldn't even, be a big deal to me if it was, they hadn't said it earlier in the episode that was something you could do. Somehow that slipped by. It's weird seeing like how, or like Counselor Troy has a weird nickname for Commander Riker in like the first episode, and it kind of goes away. And then later on, she like brings it up one more time and explains like what it means or something, and then it's gone again. Like it no longer exists. Oh, but no, man, this show still holds up pretty good. Between those, I watched some show on Netflix called Another Life. I love this sci-fi. And it was pretty good. But my one concern, I would recommend it. It's only like 10 episodes. And it's another one. It's about halfway through it kind of picks up. But its one quirk is that it's about these people going off to make like first contact with an alien race. And that crew never should have been the ones picked to do it because they're beyond inept. They're just constantly fighting and bickering with each other. It gets old really fast. There's like a mutiny in the second episode. Like, really? These are the people we want to make first contact, the aliens with? I don't think so. Yes, that is what we are doing today. We are playing PK out of the shadows and talking about the crap I've watched on. His walk cycle reminds me of like if you played Vampire Hunter D on the original PlayStation, which everybody hates that game. First off, I love the movie. I've read some of the books. Those are great. And I actually really like the game. It took a while for me to get into it, but for a game based off the second movie, I feel like they did justice. When I remember getting it when it came out, thinking it was terrible, basically a 3D Castlevania. Why would you do it this way? But honestly, trying to adapt that story into a game, the way they did it kind of made sense. It could have played better. I know a lot of people do. But I always liked these walking cycles. I'm one of those guys who do the trek to I think a lot of people, you don't want your character walking, it's boring. But his walk animation looks so friggin' badass. I just had it set to default to walk. That's what it looks like. They're already doing this little straight thing. It's kind of a cool looking animation. I could make him do that all day if I want. Oh, we're getting into some bad camera angle territory. Woo! I really hope I didn't go backwards. Looks like I did. I don't know why a game of this era doesn't give you control of the camera like this, but there we go. Well, that's alright. And everything else about the game is stellar. And I can at least have a little bit of control of locking on. I can do it. That is a case of, well, that sucks, but it doesn't break with it. Perfect. Woo! Oh, that, those lights? Yeah. Wish I could shoot them. But I can't. Oh no, they can shoot me! Yeah. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Whew! See if somebody's choking behind me, but I'm not really giving a shit. Okay. This guy. This guy. This one, this one, this one. Oh, here we go, here we go. Oh! Yeah. I'm not really surprised nobody jumps in on the stream with me. It was so impromptu. And then I actually started earlier than I meant to, because looking for batteries for my microphone. Not to mention getting the stuff set up like to record off the GameCube. Actually did a little bit more doing than you would think. Because I was having trouble, then I realized the AV cables were hooked up to the DVD recorder, and the DVD recorder was hooked to the TV, and I was using the splitter. So, you know, I had the splitter going, and they were hooked up to the capture card as well. But, the yellow cable from the capture card wasn't even plugged into the one that was in the TV, or into the laptop. So I'm like fighting with it for like 10 minutes, and then I look down and realize this. Like, oh, well, that changes everything. This is a good game to play today. I mean, Disney Plus came out. I think it just started today. It may have started yesterday. I don't know. I logged onto my PlayStation today, and I saw that explanation worked for you. Doesn't his like glove that he's using to shoot? Doesn't it look like the those dual discs from Yu-Gi-Oh? So I had this roommate in the Navy. He was a big time anime Navy. Like, you know, I like my anime, but this guy was like full on anime guy. Cool guy. But yeah, he tried to get me and some of the other guys to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I suck. I mean, I suck at most things, but I really suck. But this dude went so far that he like bought himself one of the tool discs. And he would use it when we're in the barracks room playing. I believe he gave it to like his girlfriend, like, married her brother or something eventually. Yeah, he got out of the Navy. He had to switch over to the Army. I think, I don't remember. He's got a lot of kids. Like, I knew he had like one or two when I last talked to him. And he was like, yeah, I've got, I think he might be into double digits at this point. It's like, oh, good luck with that, man. Always wanted kids, but oh, 2 or 3 seemed like a good number. Like, I can't imagine. Some of the Mormon families I know, like they, oh yeah, we got like 14 kids. Why? I mean, I know why, but why? It's kind of funny because like the one family, they still got like 2 like teenagers living at home, but then they've got, you know, their oldest are older than me. They got like grandkids that are like my age, but then they got like two daughters who are like 15 and like 13. Hey, I mean, you make it work though. Some people can do that. Don't think I could. I can't even jump over this doctor's waist and 3K out of the shadow. Wow, did I really just do that? Oh, that's just... The fighting in this game is so simplistic, you should not die. Dying because you platform wrong is one thing. Basically jumping into a guy like I just did and getting blasted to death. In an easily avoidable scenario, with fighting the Care Bears. They shoot in a slow, straight line. I mean, I get they line up, so they got like broadside thing going on, but come on. One well-placed sidestep, you should be able to count. That show is such a compliment. Everything's about getting along, though. Like, yeah, the Care Bears, the Get Along gang, the Shirt Tails kind of fell into that same thing. Or, everybody was at war, like G.I. Joe and the Transformers. Oh, Transformers. Of course, as a kid, you know, I didn't know the difference between Transformers and they were all Transformers. But Robotech, I mean, Robotech. To this day, like, I prefer to try and find like the original versions and stuff like that, except like Super Sentai. I try and watch the original, but still with Robotech, you know, I mean, I love Macross, man. It's fantastic. But it's so hard to get a hold of some of the Macross stuff over here, thanks to how they go with their shit. I see that opening to Robotech and the music comes on, and I'm like, oh man. That's like instant nostalgia right there for like, oh, I'm a little kid on that beach, everything's good in the world, I'm going to watch one of my favorite shows. Oh, I'm going to die, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to die. Holy crap, I should have seen that coming. I did see it. What? Oh, well, I just did it again almost. Alright. As Lord Cat used to say, you got to take your time, or you're going to die a lot. To me, you're going to die a lot. Okay. Alright. This one's going to break away, and you can tell, because it looks like it's going to. Ah. Oh, man, my finger slipped off the butt. Crap. Well, I died twice in that same spot. Both times were on me. That's okay. I feel like this is how Donald Duck would handle the situation then. Ride Boulder to death and somehow come back. Okay, so that's probably not the Donald Duck way. It's going to be like a rage and hit the shit out of everybody. Which is what we're attempting to do. I feel like I'm getting some slowdown to the game, but I don't know exactly the game or taking like hashtag to DVD recording to help upscale it. TV. Sometimes that can create a stuttering effect. It's done a few times to me, but I've never had it do like full on slowdown. I'll see. This alarm is really annoying. Is there a way to shut that off? No, and there's a countdown going on that is about to kill me. Oh, okay, the countdown did kill me. I don't know what the point of that was. I do know I seem to not be able to make this jump. There we go. Oh. Oh, good, another one of these jumps. And there's one of these light guys. Oh no! I tell you, man, the wonky cameras and stuff really bugged my head out, so I'm glad I decided to do the last level. And it's sad when you play something like this, you like really like the game, and then you gotta play it in short bursts. Like, I used to always pick a game and just like play like a level every night, or bed, and that was how I got through like Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. It was just that I'd come home, that was when I was in massage school too. Like, I could get home at like, midnight, 1 in the morning, I'd play a level. And for something like that, I'd save the game, and I'd play a level in the morning when I got up, like, 2 levels a day. But it's kind of funny because the games, it really felt shorter that much. You wouldn't think so, but I remember when I finally beat Sonic Adventure, and it took me like 2 weeks maybe, playing, an hour, 2 hours a day or whatever, and it was like, oh, it's over already? And then you look at like how long that really is, and it's like, no, that's a pretty decent sized game. Just playing it in short bursts like that, it's a pretty much shorter, situation. Seems like sometimes he doesn't quite grab onto the ledges. I'm sure it's me. I'm doing something not quite right. We can not. Oh crap! I mean, I'm dying in the same spot repeatedly. You think I would have remembered that guy with it? This time we're gonna remember. Remember there. Blast. Got better aim than still. This guy's got I think it's a Scion on the house. This is a white and black one, and because of the way like the design of the lights are on the back of it, it just always makes me give itself to the And yes, I've seen the meme of like the Stormtrooper motorcycle, and it's like the safest bike ever because they'll never hit anything. I love that. We had this bike for the longest time when I was a painter that I really liked. I mean, they're all the same bike every year, but usually I don't care for the paint jobs they come up with. This one, there was one year it was black and yellow, and I kind of joked like, of course I like that. It's a Hawkeye film. But then this next year they came up with one that I really liked, and I mentioned to one of the other guys there that I liked. He goes, so do I. And then I realized it's R2D2. What? Just look at it. It's like silver with like blue trim. It's R2D2. I kind of looked at it. Holy crap, you're right. Of course I like it. It's R2D2. How could I not? Oh boy, I gotta get through this because I'm starting to blow myself. Mega Dan, I am not. I am the king of the multi-gun. I do stupid shit like that. I'm not really sure why he didn't grab the legend. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just feel like you're not grabbing onto it. You know, I'm clearly doing something wrong. It isn't the game. Sure be a lot easier to learn the game. Maybe it is the game. That didn't make any sense. I feel like running straight at it. Maybe that's. I'm gonna jump like over here. Apparently. That's weird. What? Look over here. Gotta roll with it. The Donald Duck way right there. Get pissed off. Still think I'll roll with it. And never wear pants. The code of the Donald. Just don't wear pants. I hope that my Uncle Don hears that. If you do it wrong over here. Ugh. Whew. Well, would have been done with that like 15 minutes ago if I didn't suck. That's okay. We're going to cut it off there because I definitely need to eat something and feed this guy and try and get like an hour or 90-minute nap before I got to go to work. So, see anybody who actually watched this but didn't put anything in the chat. Thank you. If you watch this in the future, thank you. Yep, PK Out of the Shadows. It is a game whose case you can throw around. It's a pretty cool game, and I would recommend it if you can find it for like $10 or less. Because as you saw, the camera is wonky, and it is the very definition of a third-person shooter. You run and gun. But if that's your thing, it's definitely worth it. So check it out. So next time.